Yo, what is up, guys? Leon here from JFL Trophies, and welcome back to our weekly trophy slash achievement update. Today's date is the 2nd of November 2020. Yeah, so quite a lot done this week. As you guys know from last week, I was in the middle of moving, so I've started to settle down now. So I was able to get some more games done, which is pretty good. Um, yeah, so we got quite a bit of games done. Let's see, one. I'll count that even though I didn't get achievements. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. So we played 10 different games this week, so quite a lot. Now, also just a note with you guys on this website, even if I don't earn any achievements, it still updates to the top of the list. So I may not earn any achievements, but at least it tells me when I've played these, because it actually tells you when I've played them. So I guess that's pretty cool. Like I can remember what I've played, but not earned any achievements. So that is pretty good. So yeah, let's get into the list. So we've got quite a lot to talk about this week. Also, just before we start, just so I don't forget, a couple weeks ago I did mention that I'm going to start streaming soon. I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot to mention that last week, so I better get out of the way now. I will be streaming my games, most of my games that I go for achievements slash trophies in. Basically, I'll just be streaming whenever, and yeah, so I don't really have a certain time or days that I stream. I'll just stream whenever I feel like playing. I feel like we're streaming pretty much everything, anywhere from single player to multiplayer, even maybe trophy boosting. It depends how I feel. But yeah, so if you want to go follow me, my Twitch will be in the description below. And yeah, you can have chat with me, follow me, and you can keep track of what I'm doing live. So that is pretty cool. I probably won't be streaming until sometime next week because even though I'm like moved into the house, I actually don't have the internet yet. The internet's not been fully installed yet. The internet will be installed on Tuesday, so it's pretty high speed internet, so I'll be able to stream. Whereas before I wasn't able to stream, so that will be pretty cool. Also, while I stream, I will also plan to finish off my Let's Platinums that I started, which I sort of abandoned those earlier this year, so those are much better to do. I'll do those during streams, so and then I'll just re-upload them. So uh, be sure to look out for those in the next couple of weeks. I'll probably do those straight away just so I can get those done. Because like I said earlier in these videos, I don't like leaving games undone, like series undone, I should say. Sorry. They're sort of half done. They're just sitting there now, so those will probably be my first priority. But let's be honest, I don't even know because PS5's around the corner. So I'm saying this right now, but once PS5 comes out, I'll probably think otherwise. So we'll see how I go. But yeah, um, yeah, let's get on to the trophy slash achievements that I've worked on this week. So the first game that I worked on this week was One Piece Burning Blood. As you guys know, last week I did the Steam version of the multiplayer. I have now done the PS4 slash Vita version of this game as well now. I did this on the Vita, so yeah. Uh, so I just got the same trophies that I did with the achievements last week. Basically, just complete the online achievements or trophies. Uh, and yeah, I got all these naturally going for the thing. So I've already talked about this last week. Basically, the online achievements are really easy. All you got to do is fighter online ranked, fighter online player match, and then you'll get these two while doing those two. I'm not sure if you have to win these for these two. I'm not sure if you lose and you still get these. Um, I'd say just win just in case. But yeah. So and then I got this while working towards the multiplayer because in this game you have to play the game for a bit before you actually are able to play multiplayer. I think it was up to chapter 6 if I remember correctly. So I just sped run through the game just to get to the multiplayer. I'm not sure if this is down or not because I heard it was going down, so I just quickly jumped on it just in case. Yeah, so I've done the Steam and PS4 version, or PS Vita version, I should say. It's a cross stack on that one. Yeah, um, good to get that done. The next game that's on my list. This is one that came out of nowhere. So, basically, me and Formal were planning to boost this on Steam. It turns out that the online is region locked, so that completely stuffed up our plans for this. So what I've done now is I've rebought the game and sent a code out to my friend, and he's gonna help me out because he's a good bloke. Yeah. So the online achievements in this are not they're a bit grindy, but they're not terrible. They consist of completing two on. Actually, no, that can be done offline as well. Here we are. Complete 100 online matches, win a total online matches, win 10 ranked matches in a row. Get a flawless victory, that'll be easy to boost. Earn 1,000 respect points via King of the Hill matches. This one's probably the one that's going to take the longest. You can get this done in private matches, but I'm not sure how many points you get per match, but I think it takes quite a while. So this one will be quite a bit of a grind. Oh yeah, there's another one here, 2,500. 10 King of the Hill matches, 8 frozen online ranked. Yeah, so the onlines are quite a bit grindy, but overall it's not terrible if you're boosting. If you're doing it legit, I would say it's probably a bit difficult, but not terrible. But because I'm going to be boosting this with my friend, this will be a cakewalk. It's just a matter of putting in the hours. So I don't know when I'm going to start this because he's in the middle of college at the moment, so he might not be free much at all. But to be honest, I'm not in a rush with this game. As long as the servers don't get shut down randomly like PS3. Because as you guys know, or I don't know if you guys do know, but the PS3 version randomly got shut down, and that's unattainable now. But according to some sources that I've read, the Steam and the Xbox versions are still obtainable. So. Yeah, so PlayStation just got screwed around like that, but lucky that I'm doing this cross-platform system now. I can still play this game. Just can't be on PlayStation, but that is okay. So yeah, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me to do this because I'm not sure when my friend can get through college and help me with this. The next game that I worked on this week was a random game, another random game that just came out of the blue. So this game is called Coloring Pixels. This is basically a game where you color in. So if you guys know, it's like one of those things where you have to use certain colors and certain numbers to fill in the pictures, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's quite a lot of achievements in here. There's a total of 667, so there's a lot. So I'll be working on this a lot. This is just a nice, relaxing game for me to play, just to have a bit of a break. Like let's say I continue doing Mortal Kombat, as you saw earlier. That game will probably be stressful later on. So if I start to feel a bit stressed out, I'll just launch this game and probably knock out these achievements. Because basically, with all these achievements, all you have to do really is complete all the books. And there is a lot of. This is basically all just completing books. So, this is all not free, by the way. The main game is free, the basic game, but a lot of this is DLC, so I'm gonna have to buy that. It was on sale in the current Steam sale, but I've already bought a whole bunch of games, so I'm actually gonna save up and probably get the DLC later on. If I could, I'm not even halfway across the scroll wheel yet, so I'm not gonna go all the way. But yeah, that's all basically just completing books. So yeah, I do recommend this if you like these sort of games, but I do warn you, this one will take me quite a while. All right, here's another game that I worked on this week and finally finished. Mad Max. Finally, this is finally done. This has taken me so long to do. I feel like I should have done it quicker, but I kept putting it off and just having breaks every now and then. I probably could have got this done maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago if I actually played the game constantly. But because I was putting it off and just not playing it very often, that's why it's taken me so long to get this platinum. But doesn't matter, we got there at the end. As you guys know, the servers were shutting down 31st, and as far as I'm aware, the scrap crew is still working as I'm speaking in this video. People are still getting it, but it's only a matter of time before they might shut it down. I'm not sure if they're going to still shut it down or maybe it's not going to make the trophy unattainable. I'm not sure. But if it doesn't make the trophy unattainable, that'll be actually really sweet because that gives me the opportunity to do the Steam version in the future. Also, before I bring up Mad Max, like go into the trophies, I want to mention that Exophase has added a new feature, which is pretty cool. So apparently Sony have changed something in their system where they basically allow us to see a time played in each game, which is pretty cool because I have gone through my list and wanted to see how long it's taken me to get some of these platinums. So this is a pretty neat system. So as you see here, I've Mad Max. I've played it for 77.59 hours. I feel like I did a bit less than that, but there's every now and then I'll probably go have lunch or something, leave the game open. So I wouldn't say these are completely accurate, but these will give us a rough reference. So reference. Yeah. So maybe as far as I know, some games aren't tracking it. Maybe every game will. I hope every game does, because there's some games that I would still like to see how long I've done, but not every game's done. Shows their time yet. So really depends. I hope they show every game because that would be a pretty neat feature. So yeah, I found that pretty cool. Now I can track how long I've been playing certain PS4 games. Anyway, let's get into the lists. So, yeah, so this platinum is very grindy when it comes to uh, collecting stuff on the map. There's a lot of collecting in the map. This game reminds me of Assassin's Creed Origins, where uh, basically there's scavenging locations throughout the map. I think there's like 300 plus, something like that. So, majority of your gameplay in this game is basically just going around collecting the map and completing the activities throughout the map. The story's not that long. The whole game's basically just collecting stuff. So yeah, I'll go through the trophies with you guys. So, the messenger complete a death run in legendary time with every archangel. This is not very hard. It's actually pretty easy. When I first looked at this trophy, I found it a bit daunting, but ended up not being too bad. So that is good. Yeah, so each race has its own archangel, except for one race. One race actually has two archangels, but every race has one archangel that you need to get a legendary time. So they're not too bad. They're actually quite easy, to be honest. So you shouldn't have too much trouble getting it done. The Guardian successfully completed Death Run with every Archangel. You'll get that while going for the legendary times. The Exile defeated enemy vehicle with every Archangel. You'll get that naturally again while going for these. Because basically when I go for these legendary times, pretty much what I do is I kill all the other races just so they don't get in my way and bump me and all that. It's just easier getting rid of them. So this came naturally for me while going for those two. Running Wild, complete at least one race at every deathmatch location. Again, another one you get naturally or going for the legendary time. Up to the task, complete all non-repeating challenges. Actually, should I be... I think this is going in the order that I've completed it in. I want to try and get in normal order. Can I do that? Alright guys, well I don't know if there's a way of changing the order of um like turning it into normal order, so I'm just gonna work off the latest to earliest trophies, I guess. Where was I up to? Yeah, up to the task. Complete all non-repeating challenges. This is the platinum killer right here because this one can be potentially glitched, as you guys know. Um, Apparently the scavenging locations can glitch if you die while finishing the last scavenging one of the last scraps or whatever thing to complete the location. Apparently, if you die after collecting the last piece of scrap or anything like that, you can glitch it out and make the challengers think that you still haven't collected it, but you have. So you will get the trophy for collecting all the scavenging locations, but then the challenge itself won't be completed, which will make this unattainable, and you would have to restart a new fresh save. So I watched out for this. Basically, just make sure you keep an eye on that. Just make sure the numbers match up, because you can check on two different pages, the statistic page and the challenge page itself. So basically all you got to do is do the whatever the statistic page is plus 36, and then that should be your what shows up on the challenges. So if those two match up, you'll be fine. There's a couple other glitches that you should worry about this as well. Apparently there's a location in Pink Eyes where one of the scavenging location containers, sometimes your hook doesn't hook up to it, and there's no way of getting one of the scraps. So that's another thing to watch out. There's probably other glitches on there that I don't know, but those are the two main ones that I was keeping an eye on. Lucky enough, my run was completely smooth, so I am very grateful for that. Maximum air, be airborne in a vehicle for 4 seconds or more and lands without dying. This one's pretty easy. All you have to do is go... I think I went to Pink Eyes area, and you go furthest west. If you go furthest west, you'll go into the big nothing, but there's a massive cliff. You should be able to get the 4 seconds when you go off that cliff, and that trophy should pop. That's how I did it anyway. There might be other ways, but I found that the easiest way. The Smart Driver completed a Scatter Death Run. That's another one you will get naturally while going for Legendary Times. Blockhead owned the best V6 and V8 engines. Yeah, so basically to unlock these, all you got to do is just make sure that the what's the word? Make sure that the Jeet's location and Pink Eye's location is the territory is down to 0 fret. I don't know if it's Jeet. I know Pink Eye is one of the V8 location. I'm not sure the V6. It might be Jeet's or Gutgash, because I'm not sure. But get those to levels fret 0, and then you'll be able to get these done, because all you got to do is level these up, and they'll get leveled up by putting the frets to 0. So that won't be too hard, and then you should have the scrap by the end of the game to unlock these. Spreading the word, clear your fret in Pink Eye's territory. This one you just got to clean up the map, so you'll get this naturally while going for the challenges. Pink Eye's thrives, reduce the fret in 0 in Knit Sacks region around the Pink Eye stronghold. That's just the little region around Pink Eye stronghold. You'll get that done. Bomb specialist, clear all the minefields. This one's quite annoying / boring. Basically you got to grab Chum's vehicle with the dog in it. You got to basically just drive around the minefields with that, and the dog will guide you to where the mines are, and you got to try and disable them. Yeah, this one just it's a bit of pain in the ass, because you need that buggy, and it's not the best, to be honest. And there's been a couple times where I've run over mines like last second, because the dog decides to let you know like last second while driving, and then you run over it. That's happened to me a couple times, so that is a bit frustrating. So be warned about that. That can happen from time to time. 1,000 words, collect all history relics. You'll get this during the scavenging and camps around the map. So once you complete those, you'll get this one done. Looked everywhere, loot all the scavenging locations. I talked about that earlier. Just collect all the scavenging locations. There's like, I think 300 plus. Can't remember the exact number. No brainer, destroy all scarecrows. That's basically just complete all the scarecrows around the map. Explosions are not enough. Complete all optional objectives in all camps. Basically, when you complete the camps, there's also like scrap and relics and other stuff that you collect as well. Yeah, so you just collect all those at all the camps, and you get this trophy done. Raising Legend, take down all Scrotus camps. That's just completing all the camps. Rust in the new black, collect all the body colors. With this one, I think all you're gonna do is complete all the boss camps, or I don't know exactly what they call the camps that you need to beat a boss and then you defeat the camps. So you'll get this achievement or trophy. I'm always going to get mixed up between the two because I'm doing both now. You'll get that while getting the boss levels done. The boss camps done, sorry. Daddy wants a new grill. Collect all hood ornaments. You'll get this trophy when you complete all the convoys. Sniper suppressor, take out all the Scrotus snipers. Just take out all the snipers, you get that trophy. Stop and smell the roses. Complete all wasteland missions. This is just completing all the side missions. The quick driver, complete a time bomb death run. You get that naturally during the legendary one. That's story related. Story related. Build all the strongholds, all the projects in the strongholds. Complete Act 3. Complete a barrel death rush. That's another one going for legendary. Complete another legendary. So most of these achievements are pretty they're all linked to each other. So you'll get most of these trophies while going for other trophies. So most of them are natural progress, to be honest. Up and away, fly the balloon at every vantage post. This is basically just a fast travel sync point sort of thing. So once you collect all those, you get this trophy and you'll be able to fast travel to all these. Keep up the good work, clear all Gutgasher territory. Gutgasher thrives. All the register threat 0 to his stronghold area. Collect all 10,000 scrap. This one's very easy. It might seem daunting at the start, but when you actually late game, you pretty much have so much scrap left over. It's ridiculous. So I was a bit impatient. I got this pretty early in the game, but to be honest, you really do not need to save up your scrap for this. So you should be fine. I recommend just waiting till late game. Like I said, I'm just really impatient and I want the trophy earlier than I needed to. Fully upgrade max. I actually got this really early in the game, in my playthrough. So you'll get this quite early in your game, probably mid game. Road Warrior, reach Road Warrior Legend. Same as Mad. Fully upgrading max. That's the same as the 10,000. You have no trouble with that late game, probably even mid game, because 5,000 is not that much anyway. Start something good. Clear all Jeets area. Yep, the strongholds. Take down a top dog camp. That's what they're called. That's the boss ones I was talking about earlier. 2 projects in build in Pink Eye Stronghold. Complete Act 2. Build 2 projects in Gutgasher. So these are all very similar to each other. Eat a meal of maggots. You'll get this naturally because there's maggots nearly everywhere. So you would have to be not looking very hard not to get this one. You should be able to get this one. This is just one of the side missions. Another project one. That's just leveling up. Give a water to a wanderer. You get this naturally because there's always wanderers giving water, wander around giving water, wanting water. Sorry. I don't think these guys with wanting water, I don't think they give you anything besides progress to a challenge, which is it's pretty much a repeatable challenge. So other than that, I don't think there's any use to giving them water. So there's really no point of doing it once you get the trophy unless you're going for the repeatable challenge, but I didn't need to do that. Complete Act 1 story related. Drive the Magnus Opus off a wasteland jump. You get this naturally while doing the story because you have to do that during the story. This one's these two you'll just get while playing because they're pretty much inevitable to get. But yeah, so that's me going through all the list of Mad Max. So quite a lot of trophies. So yeah, I overall enjoyed the game. I obviously wasn't planning on playing this game, but because of this shutdown, it sort of forced me to play it. So I'm sort of glad I played it though. I actually really enjoyed it, and hopefully that trophy is not unattainable. Because if it isn't, I wouldn't mind doing it on Steam again, maybe a couple of years. Obviously, I'm not going to do it anytime soon because the game's still fresh in my mind. But when I forget the game a bit and have the thrive of playing it again, I'll definitely get back into it on Steam, and maybe even Xbox because I'll probably have an Xbox by then. Yeah. All right, the next game that I worked on this week was Rugby World Cup 2015. This is another game that came out of nowhere. I bought this a couple years ago now. So um, yeah. So this game is very easy trophy wise. Yeah. So sorry. The trophies are very easy. You'll get them in a couple hours. It's actually taken me longer in this because I like AFK'd a whole bunch because I had to go do something and I just left the game open. And I'll probably try to avoid doing that in the future. Now I'll probably try and avoid I'll make sure I try and avoid leaving games AFK because I want my times to be more accurate on what I get platinums on. But yeah, so let's go through the trophies. Teamwork, successfully line out throw out by a human controlled player on the same team. So this one, there's actually no online in this game, so you have to do this with a second controller. So this one's pretty easy. Basically, when you do a line out, one person has to press one button, the other person has to press the other button at the same time, and you'll get this trophy. So this one's pretty basic. Best behavior: do not concede any penalty infringements in a match. This one's quite easy. It's just the reason why I've gotten so late is because I always give away a penalty. I'm not on my best behavior. Yeah. Big touch finder, punt into a touch for a territory gain of 50 plus meters. This one's pretty easy. You just got to make sure that the wind is set to high and you're kicking with the breeze. And then you should be able to get this pretty easily. Also, there's a trick to this as well. If you want, you can adjust your players to max kicking stats. So that's an option as well. I did that just to make it a bit easier, but you probably don't need to. But it's just much easier because then you can use any player and it'll be fine. Whereas if you don't do that, you have to find certain players that are good at kicking. Because if you give it to someone that's not good at kicking, you're not going to get this trophy done pretty easily. Long drop beast, score a drop goal for 40 plus meters. This one's pretty easy. This one actually, according to the guide that I was reading, it's actually easier to do this without the wind. So I recommend doing this without the wind. And this one's not related to difficulty. So you can do this on easy difficulty too if you really wanted to. The easiest way of judging if you're 40 plus meters is there's like markings on the field. So I think it's the second set of dotted lines. So I think that marks 40 meters. So you should be able to judge by that. With the breeze, scored a penalty goal or conversion from 55 plus meters. This one can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not too bad. Basically, like with the touch finder one, set the wind to high and make sure that you're going with the breeze. And then all you got to do really is score a try, and then you can actually choose where you place your ball. So what you do, you just take your ball all the way back to 55 meters, and you pretty much have to just kick the goal from there. So this one took me a couple tries, but it's overall not too bad. I think it took me like 3 or 4 tries, but there was a couple times where I just stuffed up my stick and it barely kicked the ball. So it's actually not too bad. You just got to make sure you aim the direction you're kicking in. Customary, create and win a custom a competition in Custom Cup featuring 20 teams or more. So there's an easy way of doing this trophy. Basically, all you got to do is set a 20-man competition and then make sure that you select playoffs off, and then have the teams in each bracket with 4 teams in each bracket. And then all you got to do really is instead of playing the full competition, you just get to play 3 games, and whoever has the most points /for and against, they'll get delivered the trophy. So you can do this on easy difficulty. I think I did this on hard because I didn't realize you didn't have to be on hard difficulty. But I did this on hard and I still got the trophy because the game is really easy if you haven't noticed already. I'm getting these trophies pretty easily. The game's very easy once you learn the controls. It's just learning the controls will probably take you an hour or so. But once you learn the controls, the game is pretty much a cakewalk. Maximum points: earn 20 pool stage points in the RW C 2015 mode versus CPU hard as the lead profile. With this one, basically all you gotta do is during the pool stages, you just gotta pretty much uh, smash the teams that you're versing. So you play a total 4 games in your pool stages before you go to the finals. Make sure you just win by big in all 4 of those games, and you'll get this trophy. Winning streak, win 10 matches in a row versus CPU hard as a lead profile. This one you'll get this pretty easily once you've learned the game. I think I lost 3 games, but I lost all those 3 games at the start because I was just playing to learn. So once I learned the game, I did not lose a game. I didn't even lose a game getting close. So um, every game was pretty much a blowout. I pretty much smashed every team. I was playing as New Zealand, so that definitely helps because they're the highest ranked team by like a lot. So playing as New Zealand does help, but even one competition I did play as Argentina because one of the trophies was to beat New Zealand. Yeah, so other than that, I was playing as New Zealand the whole time. Serious Rugger, win a match against an international team rated 90 plus. Actually, this is the trophy I was just talking about. You got to beat New Zealand because they're the only international team that's 90 plus. Yeah, so this might look hard, but it's not hard at all, to be honest. This won't take long at all. Yeah, so just set it to 5 minutes, and then you should be able to win easily. Once you learn the controls, this game's really easy. World champions play through and win the WRC. I keep saying WRC. RWC 2015 mode versus CPU hard as lead profile. Yeah, you'll get this pretty much naturally while doing your other World Cup related trophies. Yeah, this is very easy because, well, for me it's very easy anyway. Once you learn the controls, it's really easy. So, this one you'll get this pretty easily as well. Tryhorse score 10 tries in a match for CPU hard 5 or 10 minutes. I got this trophy playing 5 minutes, so that just shows how easy the game is. I keep saying it over and over. The game is very easy. If you are struggling, set it to 10 minutes, but I just did it in 5 minutes just so the game's finished quicker. 100-meter dash, score a try after running the ball directly from behind your own in goal. There's a bit of a trick to this. What you got to do is, well, you don't have to do this, but this is the way I did it because I did this game on both stacks, PS4 and Steam. You'll see the Steam one later. Both times I got this trophy. Basically, what I did was let the opposition have a penalty goal and hope they miss. Because once they miss, all their players are just bunched up all in one side of the field. So literally, your fullback or whoever picks up the ball can literally grab it from the in goal and then run the whole length of the field and score. So. This might seem like it's a bit difficult, but it's not because if you use that trick, you're pretty much bound to score. Because most of the time you'll be a fast player that grabs the ball and runs the length of the field. So that'll be pretty easy. New points record: score 127 plus points in the RWC 2015 mode with a rugby player. This one, what you can do is one of my matches, all I did was set the time limit to 20-minute halves, and basically I just made sure that the goal kicker and the goal kicker, I made sure he scored all the tries, or I try to make sure he scored all the tries and then kick all the goals. So yeah, I just made sure I got as much points as I could in one game, and then after that, I should be able to get the rest of the points in the other games using 5 minutes. So that's the way I did it, and you'll also get this trophy while I doing that as well. Scored 9 plus tries with a player. Yeah, so you'll get both of those at the same time. Just make sure you get your goal kicker to score all those tries. Place kick perfection, score of 5 place kick attempts in a row. This one's easy. Just make sure you score under the post every time, and then you're pretty much in front of the post every time, so you shouldn't miss. Break on through, run and score a try directly after breaking out of the tackle. I don't think there's a button for breaking tackles. I think it just happened. So I got this naturally both times. So you just gotta hope you break a tackle and then score. So I think you'll be alright getting this. You'll eventually get it because you pretty much break tackles all the time, especially when you're playing as New Zealand versus like a team that's like 60 rated. So You're pretty much bound to get this if you're versing like a low team. Bonus, wherever you score 4 tries in a match. You'll get this during the 10 try trophy. Win 5 rucks, turnovers in a match. I got this pretty much second game. Basically, you just got to make sure you win the ruck 5 times when they have the ball. So, it's sort of hard to explain how it works, but once you learn how to do it, it's very easy. Serial Pest, get awarded 2 yellows and a red in a match. I actually got this naturally because this was at the stage where I was learning how to play the game. So, this one's very easy to get naturally. It's funny because on my PC version, on my Steam version, I was trying to get this trophy and I just couldn't because I was purposely penalizing myself and I still couldn't get it done. So, yeah. So make sure if you just keep giving away penalties, you'll eventually get 2 yellows or a red. And score your first try. You'll get that pretty much straight away. It can be on any difficulty. Yeah. So that's Rugby World Cup 2015. So overall, very easy trophy list. I'd give it about 3 to 5 hours to get these trophies done. It says 9 hours on my PS4, but I AFK'd it like a lot during that day because I was doing other stuff around the house and all that. So yeah, this is a pretty easy trophy list. So I do recommend you go for this if you have access to the game because it's really easy. Alright, we've been going for about nearly 40 minutes. So what I'm going to do, guys, is quickly pause the video and just going to have a quick drink break, and I'll be back with you guys. Alright, guys, I am back. I apologize for that. So, yeah, so this is actually like easily one of our longest weekly updates. I've done so much this week, so I already knew this video was going to take quite a while, so I just needed a bit of a drink break just to give my voice a bit of a rest. Yeah, so we still got about 4 more games to go, so yeah, I just needed a bit of a rest for that. So yeah, let's get back into it. So the next game that we worked on this week was MotoGP 10/11. So I was actually meant to do this a couple weeks ago, but the session kept getting delayed over and over. So yeah, it took quite a while to get this up and running because we needed so many people. So the session kept getting delayed only because people couldn't make it. So we just kept having to delay it. Yeah. Let's get into the trophies. So the first couple of trophies that we earned during this week was Dinner with Friends, win a race against a full grid of human riders. With this trophy, all you got to do is basically just beat a total of 20 people. This is the same as the 09/10. Whereas if you move, the whole game will crash. So everyone just has to stay still, and basically the game won't crash, and then you'll get your win. So if you can get 20 people together, or like 20 consoles anyway, because a lot of people are using alts, this trophy will be alright. It won't be too bad. Also, I noticed that the lobbies weren't as bad as 09/10. 09/10, I could not join. I had to hotspot, but this time I actually was able to do it on my own internet. So, yeah. And then the other trophy that we earned was first win, which we'll get while getting that one. So yeah, that's all I've done for this game. But my whole intention of this game was just to get the 20-player trophy. So now I'm glad I got that done. And this game's worth quite a bit of XP as well, 4,000, nearly 5,000. Alright, next game that I worked on this week was Marvel Spider-Man. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before I mentioned that I want to start getting into series that are heading into PS5. So as you guys know, the next game, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Yeah, so I decided to jump into Spider-Man. I'm gonna get this done before PS5. To be honest, I've probably left getting these sequels done, like these games done before their sequels, a bit late. Because the PS5's out next week, so like 10 days from now, I think it is. Um, so I've left this quite a bit late, so I'm gonna probably be behind when it comes to getting my uh, series done. So that is a bit of a shame. I should not have left it too late. I've been working on too much online stuff and that. But oh well, what can we do? We can still play on. We can still play these games. It's just gonna mean I'm just gonna have to delay my PS5 games. Let's go through the trophies that I won this week. So I've only played this for about a couple hours, so I'm still fresh to the trophy, so I'm not going to know much about the game yet. But as you guys know, I was the same with Mad Max, and now I know the game back to front. So once I play the game a bit more, I will understand the trophies a bit more. Spider Sensible performed dodge 10 attacks. Oh, sorry, perfect dodge 10 attacks. Basically, you just got to time your dodge with circle, and if it's perfect, you'll get this trophy. So that one will come pretty easily. King of Swing, complete a level 1 traversal bench pump mark. I think that's like challenges, like a challenge sort of thing. I'm not sure exactly, but I think that's what it is. Craft your first upgrade, you'll get that pretty easily because early in the game, and defeat Fisk, which is the boss for the first mission of the game. Yeah, so as far as I researched, the game is pretty much just finishing the game and then collecting all the stuff around the map. So, um, yeah, the platinum is quite easy, as I'm aware of. So, I should be able to get this done pretty easily before PS5 if I play this every day. But yeah. Also, there's also DLC. I've already bought the DLC as well, so I've got to do the DLC as well. I'll probably save New Game Plus for stream. But the other stuff I'll probably just do now. So, or after I get the platinum anyway. But I'll probably save the New Game Plus for stream next week. Yeah. So that's all I've got to say about Spider-Man. So yeah, like I said earlier, I did Rugby Rugby World Cup 2015 again on Steam. It's got the exact same achievements, so not much to talk about here again. I'm not going to repeat the same thing that I've already done. I actually played this game straight. I did not have any breaks. It took me about 5 hours. If I would have done it quicker, but during one of the achievements I stuffed up. It was the would be at the top actually. It was this one, the custom matches with 20 people. I was too busy trying to go for these achievements here, so me doing that, I did not get big score lines in many of the games, so I actually stuffed up there and I did not end up winning the cup. So that was quite frustrating. So that means I had to play through the cup again and play another 3 matches, which means I wasted about another half an hour. So I probably would have got all the achievements in this in about maybe 3.5 hours, not nearly 5 hours. So it took me a bit longer. But other than that, the game was quite easy. Like I said, with this stack, I struggled with this one because I kept giving away penalties deliberately, but I couldn't get a card. But I eventually got that. And yeah, the other achievements are pretty much the same. So yeah, not much to talk about here. I pretty much did this back-to-back days. I did one the PS4 one on Saturday, and then I did this one on Sunday. All right, Disney Frozen Freefall on the Google Play. I'm still playing through this. I'm actually stuck on one of the levels. I'm stuck on, I think it's level 61. That one's so RNG based. It's really annoying. You just gotta hope that the pieces fall in the right place. That's the problem with these sort of games in this genre. Some of it's based on RNG unless you pay for like microtransactions that give you boosts and that, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just keep trying until I eventually get it. Yeah, so I'm slowly chipping away at this. I haven't done that much. I think I only did 10 levels from last week to this week. So this is a game that I'll just pick up and play. How much XP is it worth? It's only worth 1,000 XP, so not a lot of XP for a lot of work, but that's okay. I've already started it now. I might as well continue it, and I'll eventually get these achievements. It's just a matter of playing the game and getting past that RNG level. Once I get past that RNG level, I'll probably be right and start getting through levels quickly again. And the last game that we worked on was Mr. Mine. Like I said last week, this is an idle game that basically all you got to do is leave your game idle, and you'll eventually get more minerals, which you sell, and you just keep doing that over and over. I was doing a bit of research. I'm actually doing this quite slow compared to what you would normally do. I've seen other people get up like 100 hours and get to like 300 kms down deep, level 300 and something, but I'm only like 100, 200, and what am I now? How many hours am I in now? I'm 141 hours in, so about 10 to 15 hours was me falling asleep and leaving it on overnight. So probably 10 or 15 hours off. But yeah, so I'm doing it a bit slow, but that's only because what I'm doing is while I work on other achievements slash trophies, what I'm doing basically is I'm just leaving this go AFK. What you're normally meant to do is collect the chest often and reset your scientist every 2 seconds because there's a science system where they grab stuff for you and you can use that to speed up the process. But like I haven't been doing those that much because I've been at AFK pretty much the whole time. So this is going to take me a bit longer than other people would, but that's because I'm pretty much nearly completely AFK in this game. So I don't mind it taking longer. It doesn't bother me. It's given me the opportunity to play other achievements in other games, so it's not too bad. We'll go through the achievements that I earned this week. So I got a total of 3 achievements this week. 10 million watts. Have 10 million watts on your drill. This one's pretty easy. Basically with this one, you just got to keep upgrading your drill that you get from the goblin sort of guy. I don't know. Once you get all the upgrades from him, you'll get this achievement. Golden chest. Find a golden chest. I finally got this. I feel like I probably found heaps of these, but you have to be at the right place at the right time because I think they disappear over time. So I probably got heaps of these, but just never seen them. But I finally was able to find one because I AFK this game all the time, so it's probably harder for me to find it because they disappear. So I was just lucky enough to find one while looking. So that probably took me a bit longer than it should have, but I got that eventually. And then the quest of all quests, complete all the other quests. Um, yeah, so that's basically just completing all these quests that I've already done here. And then if we go down here, these are further quests that you get after you're reaching level 300. So I have to reach level 300 to get access to all these now. So, well, I'm not sure about the legendary scientist. I'm pretty sure you might be able. I'm pretty sure you have to reach level 300. But yeah, all these are based on reaching level 300. So I've got another 100 to go. So I'm not sure how long that's going to take me to get to that stage. But yeah, probably won't be getting much achievements anytime soon. I'll probably get this one, but the rest of these I probably won't get for a while. Yeah, so that is about it for this game. I'm actually working on this as we speak because it's an AFK game, so I just leave it open. Alright, that is it for this week. I apologize for the long video. It's just that a lot of work has been done this week, so that means a lot more talking and a lot more going through my list. So I'm quite happy with this week. I've done quite a lot. Probably the last month or two, I've not been doing much because I've been busy, but this week I was just able to get a lot of stuff done. So that is very good. Very happy with that. So yeah, as I said at the start of this video, I will be streaming probably starting Tuesday next week, maybe Wednesday. Depends on how the internet goes. Hopefully no delays on that. I'll try and stream all those games that I started Let's Platinums on. And yeah, so yeah, so I've got a 251,416 XP earned this week, and a total of 6,766 achievements, with a completion of 45.33%. Yeah, I think that's about it. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, guys.